start the play like this. I maybe have one out of a million goes like this in the beginning. So this is my starting point. Then I'll always start by going to the one side and make a slice cut. That will be the first shot for me to practice all the time. Because I want them to go to learn this grip at the rear corner. And the easiest shot to make with this grip is a slice cut from the forward side. Okay? So you have to get a lift here in the forward side and just start to make the slice cut also. Just use 5 or 6 minutes of doing this. Okay? With this rear block cut as I call it. Normally, when I talk to the players, I always have I call it 3 o'clock cut or 9 o'clock cut. So this will always be cut 3 o'clock, and this will be 9 o'clock. Okay, so we start with the 3 o'clock cut. I'll start in this position. Then the next step would be I'll go to the back inside and do still the 3 o'clock cut, but just straight. Okay? These exercises is all about getting the right grip for me. So it may be a shot we could use in a game later on, but it's more important that they learn to have this grip here. Okay? So the shot is just a tool for me. The next step would be that, okay, then I'll start to focus on the rotation in the arm. So here the next shot should be from the back inside that they have to do the stick smash, because that's all about rotation, the stick smash across. Okay, so when I have it here, it's like this. And they have to do it above the head. And you see a lot of lifts. Can you make some lifts? I can see this Oliver rack. Make push up. Well, do you need just say yeah. So it will be like this. To finish the rack high as the rack here. You see some players do it like this instead. So it will be like this. And that's not the important thing for me, because they are more focused about getting power and getting the racket back here. But for me, it's more being relaxed and using the underarm. The power is not important. It's okay if they can create a lot of power, but the movement is the important thing. So, be above the head. And so on. Okay, the next step here would be to go with the clear, because now I have the grip, I have the rotation, so now we will be more using the full body. Okay, so that would be the next step, and it would be like I would focus with the elbow that it has to move forward here, so I get this position, then I can use my underarm. Okay, so the elbow movement here. Okay, so we have done a lot of throwing exercises where we focus on technique. It's not like we're just throwing. We have to find a position. Think about the elbow, moving your right hip forward. Okay? So the next exercise would be something like this. Let's just go down and then focus. Okay. And then I will make them finish like this. Wide. Have you ever seen Lee Chung-wei finish like this? No?
Make the rotation.
Yeah, exactly. To make sure that they have the rotation, because they could just start to do like this again. Okay, so we do it like this and we finish, and then we can see, okay, this is fine. And when I can see they can do this, okay, I'll just say, okay, then you just continue and relax in the follow through. Yes, of course.
Ich sage auf Deutsch, dass das viele Spieler von uns auch, viele Erwachsene, die ziehen halt den Arm so runter und Treffpunkt halt hier. Ja, anstatt den Treffpunkt hier. Und ich brauche, wenn ich rotiere, dann habe ich einen Treffpunkt weiter oben und ich kann auch Winkel schaffen. wir ziehen halt viel den Arm hier runter und nochmal nicht das. Also wir haben das, gehen halt hier runter und die Welle kommt flacher. Wir schaffen gar nicht die Winkel zu kriegen. So, das ist letztendlich der Weg dann da.
Yes, exactly. At the net I had 3 key points or keywords. I actually have the same with the rear core. It's again the grip, the rotation, and the relaxed grip, the rotation in the underarm, and then again the position. So we have to find this position every time with the elbow a little bit lifted. It cannot be if you're looking, if I'm standing here on the line, my elbows cannot be like this so I'm too tense here in front. I have to have this feeling that my elbows is a little bit in front of me here. Some one will say that you have a triangle and then you just open it a little bit. Okay? You see a lot of players play like this with the elbow close to the body. When you do this, the movements are too big or too large. I'll have it out here. Okay? But it doesn't have to be up here. I cannot say it's like, okay, it has to be 2 centimeters above or below the shoulder. Just somewhere here and relaxed. Okay? And that goes for all the overhead shots. So I'll always make some sense to this before we do the shots. Yeah? So this would be the position. Here. Yeah. And then I'll go like this. Step would be, now I'll start to do these kind of shots. Because I know if I've done this a lot in the beginning, then they will start to do clear and hit something about 1 o'clock, a little bit on the side. And that's not the purpose of the clear, it has to be a clean shot. Okay? So now I have to be even better. So now we start to go here again, cross this way, and then look this side. Then we have a lot of the shots from the rear core. And when they can do it all by standing, okay, then it's football. So that's the way I think, start at the net, getting all the basic things about being relaxed, finding the positions, then we move to the rear core. Find the positions here again. This is basics for me, that all players know this. And we also do a lot of exercise down the hall where we just do it like this. So they know these positions. Of course you can play badminton without these positions, but for me it's important. Because I think you will get better techniques and be more efficient in the technique. Okay?
Jacob, what are your thoughts on hip rotation and how much do you do exercise? How many exercises do you do in the training?
I do some exercises when we are just throwing to get this movement with the body. But when we get on court, I don't focus that much on it. The way I focus on it, I would say, it's more like I wanted to have the side to the net, because then it would be natural to do it. I think too often the players move with the front to the net like this, back. I like rotations. So I would like it to go more like this. Side, and then you okay, here, side, and so get the side to the net. So that's the way I actually, it's not something I'm thinking that active about it, but if somehow it's coming. It's more like if I have one who's going to back like this, then we start to go. Yeah. Any other questions? That was easy. Thank you.